Yeah, because it totally is not live yet.
Yep, we're totally not live yet. It's very sad.
Very sad.
Maybe we are live. Ah, there we are.
Uh-oh.
We are live now.
Hey.
It's gone.
Yeah, I think it's gonna
Wait for it.
happen.
Wait for it. Come on. I think your computer's having a bad time.
I don't know. It seems like it really wants to be live.
It looks like we're live. I'm gonna
people
assume
in
we're
chat,
live.
can you actually see us? And if you can see us, be all like yes, and don't lie.
Yes, please let us know.
Yeah.
Well, if we aren't live, they wouldn't have heard that, right?
Also true.
So if we're lying or not, it's totally fine.
It's totally true.
All right.
Yeah, live.
All right, great. Hello, everybody. I'm George Zekalina. With me here is totally not Playoff Beard.
Totally not.
He is actually Captain Nito.
Hi guys.
Yep.
Captain Nito here. Nice to talk to you guys on this bright Saturday morning here at TwitchCon.
Yep. And let's kick things off. We're gonna do it right now, right
Holy
here.
crap! We also have a bunch of guests
here
standing around that might want to at least come in and wave.
Come
at
say
people.
hi.
Say hi to people. Yeah.
Woo! We have all the people here.
We have all the people.
So many peoples.
Yeah.
We got some awesome reveals too.
Yeah, kick things
I'm
off.
gonna
Let's
kick
do
the
it.
party off and lock in my reveal for you guys.
All right. Things will be revealed very, very shortly. This is gonna be really awesome.
Okay, now I confirmed we're actually live.
We are actually live on
This
our
is
end.
actually good.
Cool.
All right. So how do you want to do this?
Well, I'm gonna wait until I get into a match, and then I'm gonna switch over to this camera.
Yeah, so everybody that has joined us this morning, I know you guys are eager for all the surprises. We are really, really excited to talk to you guys today about a bunch of cool stuff coming in 1.9. Some of the stuff you heard yesterday, and it's amazing, but there's even more amazing stuff today that I'm just like, ooh, and you're gonna be like, ooh. And I know a bunch of guys in chat are spamming Celeste. We will talk about all the things here in a little bit.
So many things.
Stay tuned. Hold tight. It's gonna be just a few more seconds / minutes.
Yeah.
I know. Already in chat, everybody's like,
it's time.
Oh, one dude said something about guilds. I'm excited for you. Whoever you are,
we
I
do have
missed
the
your
thing
name.
saying guilds and teams right here.
Okay, that's also true.
Yep. Wonder what that means.
Yeah, guilds and teams. I really want to talk to you guys about that. That's one of my personal pet projects that I'm really excited about.
Bonsai needs to lock in.
So much effort.
All right, let's do this. We got a game going right there, right now. We got
it's on like Voltron.
some Celeste, some Petals,
Yep.
some Fins, some Leganjos.
And who do we see? Who do we see?
See Baywitch Celeste.
Baywitch Celeste. Pumpkin Spice Petal.
Why don't you tell us a little about these skins?
This is the first look at seasonal skins in Vainglory, and kicking off the autumn season for Halloween, we have Pumpkin Spice Petal, which is an amazing skin, super charming. We should zoom in and take a look, and we have Baywitch Celeste, who is a witch. And look, she drops cauldrons. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And look at that Pumpkin Spice Petal skin, the flame on the head. Do you even notice, like, George, Murgle, her Lotus Throne,
she has
eyeballs. Eyeballs on the Lotus Throne.
I'm gonna zoom in on this.
This is awesome.
Okay, wait, she's in the bush.
She's in the bush. Get out of the bush,
here.
Petal. Get out of the bush so we can see him.
Too many bushes.
Too many bushes. And look at that Munyon. The Munyons coming out of gravestones. They're undead Munyons. They're skeletons. This is Pumpkin Spice Petal at her best. I freaking love this skin.
This skin is pretty awesome.
Yeah, this skin is really, really awesome.
All right, so Petal, not just a skin.
Not just a skin. There's a giant rework to come along with it. Oh, I should also mention, for people that are curious, you're looking at these new seasonal skins for both Celeste and Pumpkin Spice Petal. We will show you Celeste a little bit more here in a second. But you might be curious how this is going to work. They don't work quite like our Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3 normal skin system. The seasonal skins have no tiers. They have no cards associated with them. You cannot buy them for glory. They are only for ice. And they're there as just a seasonal celebration, and they are a limited time only. These skins you can only buy for a limited time, and when the time is up, The skins go into a vault and can never be purchased again. Now, however, if you purchase the skins, you can play them to your heart's content forever. But if you do not purchase the skins, you will never have an opportunity to buy these skins again after they have left the marketplace. So yeah, and you're seeing right here exceptions on Baywitch Celeste.
Running for his life.
Running for his life. Trying to make sure he doesn't get pelted by Tinker, who is also on Baywitch Celeste. Dropping cauldrons on fools' faces.
Alright, let's check that out though.
Yeah. This skin is amazing. And it even has another Easter egg surprise for you guys. You should wait and see Celeste's dash. Because when her sprint goes off, I won't spoil it. It's awesome. It's quite good.
Alright, anyway, pedal rework. What did she do?
Pedal rework. Let's talk a little bit about pedal. If you guys haven't heard, pedal is completely redone for 1.9.
Yeah.
A lot of the sweet parts of her kit stay. Things that you guys are very familiar with. She still has her minions. As you're noticing here, they're still undead. That has definitely not changed. She's still a minion master at her heart. But I wanted to bring pedal a little bit back into the meta and help her be able to play sort of the support carry role that both her and Adagio have typically occupied. And so her kit has evolved to reflect it. Some of the problems that we know you guys were facing with pedal, as amazing as it is to have the seeds and the munions and so forth, there was a lot of also frustration with pedal in that sometimes you really just needed your army to be there and be ready when crap was going down. Like, people are in your base, they're banging on your turrets, you don't have time to plant seeds, res things, and it would be a point of frustration when players would also get all their seeds and all their munions wiped.
Right.
So, one of the things I wanted to focus in on is keeping the heart of pedal still there, but remove a lot of the frustration that the army management belabored for players, and give her a little bit more agency in fights. Pedal didn't have any really direct action, so I was looking for a way to kind of make her still feel the same while bringing out a really new and signature way of playing with her. So, long story short, what is her kit? So first, her perk. When Pedal's minions attack a target, and Pedal attacks that target as well, Pedal gets an attack speed bonus that scales from 20 to 50% over depending on her level. This is an interesting incentive for people that are watching Pedal invade with minions. If you decide to attack her minions and clear her minions out, not only are you costing her the classic costs that she always had, energy, cooldown, and all the rest, but you're also reducing Pedal's damage herself. And especially if you're playing a red Pedal, that makes an interesting trade-off for you to consider. Do you actually want to make sure that your minions are alive? Do you want to have the cooldown to make sure that your minions are always in the fight? Or are you going to risk the fact that people can cut into your precious attack speed by cutting down your army? That's her perk. She finally actually has a perk too, because before her perk, everybody thought, woo, her perk was not amazing. But yeah, now she actually has a real honest-to-goodness perk.
Thank goodness.
Yes, thank goodness. Next, her A ability.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness, God's Eye, run! Run, God's Eye!
I'm pretty sure he runs faster than Finn.
He does! Did you just notice that? Did you just see what he did? Pedal is...
Finn don't care though.
Yeah, Finn doesn't care.
Oh no!
Run, God's Eye! Oh my goodness! Oh!
Wow.
What a turnaround! That's okay. That was well played. Amazing. Pedal survived it. Let's talk a little bit about what we just saw. I'll finish explaining the kit. I got excited, my fault. Alright, so her A ability. I removed her B ability altogether. So you no longer have to res any of her minions by doing it manually. Her minions now automatically join the fight by laying a seed. After 3 seconds, 2.5 seconds, 2.2, we actually dropped it. After 2.2 seconds, if Pedal has less than 3 minions, the seed will automatically sprout into a minion and help her join the fight. Run! That Pedal went a little too ham. Good try though. So her minions automatically join the fight. And if her minions are joining the fight, she has to put out more seeds for it. So to help her with this, her seeds and her minions are much more spammable. The cooldown on her A has been reduced dramatically.
It's like 1 second.
It's like a 1 second cooldown. You can poop out seeds as quickly as you want, get them sprouting into minions, keep them in the fight. However, to compensate, Petal now has a new charge system alongside that really fast, quick cooldown on her A. Petal stores up to 6 charges. She gains 1 charge every 10 seconds. Each of those charges is required alongside her A ability for her to be able to put out a seed. Oh my goodness, so close. So Petal, it allows Petal to be really spammy with her seeds and her minions in the midst of a fight, especially if she has stored them up, but it means that she will eventually run out. Now, her charges are affected by CDA, so if you get cooldown acceleration, it will help you out. Secondly, her seeds themselves. This is a big one. They explode when enemies step on them. Yes, her seeds explode. And more than that, when they explode, they knock the enemy back away from the seed. This is really essential for Petal to be able to remain relevant in the current meta. I wanted to give her a way to be able to respond to ganks. She lacked mobility, and deliberately so. But now she has at least one strategy, one tool in her arsenal to be able to help her escape when somebody is going to invade on her big. Next, on top of all of this. Oh no! Oh, the game died.
the game died. That's very tragic.
Oh, you know what that means? I'm gonna have to go back to work. I don't want to go back to work. Okay, I'm sorry. We're gonna get this game restarted for you guys really quick. I'm so sorry. While we're waiting, I'm gonna finish out Petal's kit. Sorry it's taking me so long. All right, so her B ability has been changed to trampoline. This is crazy. Okay, so if Petal is standing on top of one of her seeds, she can use that seed like a trampoline, and she can vault off of the seed in her facing direction. This gives her a small opportunity to be able to escape a gank. Now she has to have a seed, and it's very easy for enemies to make sure that seeds are cleared out so that Petal doesn't have that opportunity, so you can't rely on it all the time. But really savvy Petals should be able to vault off of seeds, trampoline off of seeds, and escape danger on really strong ganks and invades. If you're curious and you're wondering, the vault is just long enough that she can clear some walls. But I will let you know, it is a little bit of a challenge. It is not just push button easy. If you practice, you can actually do it, and it's kind of epic when you do. And then finally, her ultimate remains the same. Her seeds still explode, but now complemented with the idea that once her minions end up exploding and turning into seeds, those seeds immediately become landmines that if enemies are stepping on, will knock them back away. It is a great way to scramble up a team fight and force people to reconsider their positioning. And that is the new Petal. Oh.
That is new Petal.
Woo!
That was a very long-winded Petal.
That was a very long-winded Petal speech. I will not talk that much anymore.
Yep. So we're getting another game started in just a little bit. But in the meantime, we got a lot more surprises for you today. This is gonna be a semi-long, I don't know, it's gonna be a semi-shortish stream. It's gonna be like up until like 11:30.
Yep.
But hey, see Alvaro in the back, see Game Fighter in the back.
You guys at least come say hi.
Those guys are awesome.
Those guys are awesome. Hey, how you doing? Say hello to the intertubes.
Yeah, I'm Alvaro, I'm from Spain, and I think you already know me.
Yeah.
Say hi to the Spanish community.
Hola, muy buenas.
You can say more things in Spanish. I don't know it.
Yeah, I can say so many things in Spanish. Yeah. I talk so fast. I know.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Thank you so much for swinging by. You guys got to keep stepping up because I think people love seeing you guys more than they love seeing me.
For sure.
Game Fighter's here too.
Yeah.
Oh, Wine's here.
Wine's here. Wine's here.
Oh.
Ah, that's awesome. Wine, all the way from Korea, came to visit TwitchCon and Vainglory and Super Evil. We're so excited to have him. This is amazing. I feel like I get to hang out with celebrities. This is really kind of awesome.
Game Fighter, come say hi.
Holy crap.
Say hi to the Japanese community.
Come from Japan to play Vainglory.
Yeah!
Right.
Woo!
Alright.
Nice to meet you.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Thanks for coming. You should say hi to us. Oh, what did I do? Wrong scene. Undo. I pressed the wrong button. I'm very good at that. But what do you think about the new patch? Like, have you played Petal? Have you played Celeste? Check that out. That's pretty animation.
Celeste skin, OP.
Oh, new Celeste.
Yes.
You should say hi to the Japanese community. Maybe tell the Japanese community what you think of the new patch. Just speak in Japanese if you want, or whatever you want to do.
Sorry, I can't.
You can tell the Japanese community what you think.
日本の皆さんこんにちは。ゲームファイターです。ゲームファイ。
I only know that last part. That's the only part I knew. It's like, I think
It sounds energetic.
yes.
今回のアップデートではハロウィーンの新ステージとペタルとかの期間限定のスキンが入るんですけれども、これは今回絶対にセレスは人気が出ますよねということと、ペタルはスキルが一新されてトランポリンってジャンプをするスキルとムニオンが後ろに戻っても帰らなくなったんでかなり OP って言われると思います。ペタル使うと楽しいんでぜひ使ってください、新しいバージョンで。
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Alright, that game fair. We had Wine come on. We had Alvaro.
We have
people
Alvaro
from all over the world.
man.
It's kind of awesome.
This is really epic.
Yep.
It's so awesome seeing these people, gathering up with them, being able to fist bump them, say howdy. We're all excited about 1.9. There's so much more even to talk about, but one of the things I absolutely am really excited about, because everybody loves fresh meat, everybody loves fresh blood. One of the things we are doing in 1.9, and this is a big one, our Android support.
Yes.
Guys, if you are on Android, and even if you're on iOS or any other platform, our improvements are epic for 1.9. We have found improvements underneath the hood. The real crawl has done so much for performance. I know people were complaining about Sky's Ultimate. There's so many things that go into 1.9 that dramatically improve performance across the board. But with Android specifically, our Android support is so epic. We have dropped the Android requirement. So we have doubled our Android platform support in terms of audience reach. This is amazing. That means twice the amount of people for you guys to murder. They're gonna be just joining in. They're not gonna know what to do. You guys can go bananas. It's gonna be great. And then you're gonna make friends with them, and then we're all gonna hug and sing Kumbaya. It's gonna be awesome.
Is that what's gonna happen?
Yes, exactly.
You're still making enemies on the fold.
Yes. No enemies, only hugs. It's gonna be amazing.
Fine.
Yes.
So peaceful.
Yes, so peaceful. So we're really excited about our Android support for 1.9. And that's only the tip of the iceberg, guys. We have so much more to talk about.
Alright, got Arden dying in the jungle here.
Yep.
He's less dropping some cauldrons.
Yep.
It's pretty epic stuff.
Pretty epic stuff. POA was not in the right place at the right time. That ended very badly for him.
Alright, let's talk a little about these balance changes.
Yeah, let's talk balance changes. So, if for the people that are watching, if you didn't know, back in the day, balance changes were typically done by myself and Q, and we would end up tapping on the shoulders people in the company for advice and recommendations. And George, amongst several of the other people within the company, obviously from his experience, had a huge knack for numbers. So whenever we could, we would try and steal George away from Playoff Beard and get his advice on what we should do on upcoming balance changes. But in 1.9, guys, in 1.9, it was not the surprise birthday Captain Nito show. This was the Zakin and Nivmet and Ubel Andre show.
Yep.
The changes you guys are gonna see for 1.9 have been spearheaded primarily by our pro players internally here at the company, with just the barest amount of high-fiving from me and the rest of the team. I cannot believe Tinker just got away. That was freaking epic. That was awesome. Holy cow. I really thought that dude was gonna die.
So basically what he's saying is, if anything is horribly OP or underpowered, it's my fault.
Yes, so I can finally ship Flame! Yay! This is gonna be great. But yeah, so we're gonna talk through the changes, because there's a lot of stuff that's coming in 1.9, and I'm gonna quiz you, George, so you can tell people what your thoughts and feelings were and why you were recommending that these changes be made. So,
alright.
Let's start from the top. We're gonna go through some items here. Let's start talking a little bit about Frostburn. So what went wrong with Frostburn? It was only at 20%. but then you decided to change it a little bit. What were your feelings?
So Frostburn, it was slightly like kind of really strong once you had a ton of crystal power. Like high 4% slows all the time was absolutely brutal for a lot of melees to deal with, especially if you're up against Celeste, the Scarf, or even like a Crystal Ringo or something. Once they had enough crystal, you could never touch them as a melee hero.
Yep.
And one thing we did was we reduced the maximum slow it could go down from 48 down to 35%. And also it made it a little bit more clear on what the base buying value was. So it used to give like 20% plus like 1% per 10 crystal, and now it's more, okay, you get 10% plus you already get 100 crystal power from buying a Frostburn, so it's like, okay, we start at 20%, and we'll move up from there.
Yep, which is great. It's more options and more counterplay, and it complements for people that are running Crystal, which is exactly what you want that kind of item to do. Let's talk next about Stormguard banner. I know a lot of players were suffering halfway through 1.8. They got poop stratted. The poop strat was real, and we immediately jumped on that, and a bunch of us, me included, spearheading the charge to try to get that repaired for you guys. But now that we had a little bit of time to breathe, we could take a step back and we could make a little bit of changes. What were you thinking about Stormguard? We had some conversations about it, but I want to hear your thoughts for everybody at home. So the changes, they can damage turrets again.
Yep.
So, but no target can take more than one Stormguard's banner's worth of DPS. What were your thoughts?
So basically, we found it really interesting that some supporters, some roamers were able to push down turrets when they were given the opportunity. Like, you should be like wailing at a turret and doing like 10 damage, 10 damage. That's really, really sad.
Yes.
So what we did was Stormguard can now damage turrets again. However, if you have 3 people with Stormguards, it effectively is the same power as one person with Stormguard wailing on a turret. Yep. And now, ooh, nice try there.
Holy cow.
But with the changes to Stormguard, now you might see some. The poop strat won't really work anymore because we also made a few small changes to turrets, which you'll see in just a moment.
Yeah, which are actually really cool. And I think you guys are going to be super excited about. So Stormguard is back a little bit, but again, not as effective with multiple targets banging on one. Let's talk a little bit about Broken Myth. Now, your comment in the patch notes, I loved it. This item is really good. ... So what were you thinking? Where should it go from here?
All right, so this might be considered a small buff and a slight nerf at the same time. So what we did with Broken Myth was, now Broken Myth only works when you're in combat with heroes, not turrets, not Kraken, not like big jungle camps. And that actually makes a big difference because you won't feel like, okay, I'm going to preemptively shoot Spitfires at a turret, and when the enemy team decides to engage me, I'll destroy them because I have 3 stacks of Broken Myth already.
Yes.
That was kind of strong, you know, just a little bit. Just high 30% extra damage on every single ability was powerful, to say the least.
Yeah.
But what we did was, I missed it. I'm a bad cameraman. I am a bad cameraman.
That was amazing. You guys didn't get to see it, but it was awesome.
All right. In any case, so now you will only be able to stack Broken Myth on the heroes, and we have increased the maximum stack count from 3 to 6. However, each stack does give you 6% instead of the old 10%. So you can get to a maximum. Oh, that was a nice reflex block.
Yeah, that really was.
You get to a maximum of 36% as opposed to 30%, but it takes a little bit longer in those fights.
Yeah. Great change there. So Piercing Spear, I know that also was something that people would buy a lot of early on, and was something that we felt was a lit'll bit too strong. What'd you choose to do about Piercing Spear?
Right. So Piercing Spear is similar to what we did with Piercing Shard in the past few patches. We reduced the amount of piercing it gave from 10% down to 8%. It was kind of a little bit of a strange build that people were using on Ringo or Mox in particular, where they would build a tension bow and just go like 3 more Piercing Spears, and I'd be like, okay, you can't really counter-build against Flat, and it's not really fun.
Right. Which is important. Counter-building is key to a strong tactical situation. So Piercing Spear down from 10 to 8. And then a big one that I know a lot of, especially our upper elo players, are curious about. Changes to infusions are coming in patch 1.9. Tell us about the changes. So we have listed that weapon infusion, first and foremost. It went from having 5 to 60 damage to having 20 to 60 damage.
Right.
It also went from having 25% attack speed as a flat bonus, regardless of level, down to 8 to 24% attack speed. And the defense on it, which was 30 flat across the board, has now been reduced to 10 to 30. So what we're thinking behind it?
Alright, so one thing, infusions are being bought a little bit too early in the game. Like, people are buying them at, what, level 2?
Yeah.
That was, I mean, there should be some times where you want to do that, but that should not be the standard every.
So close.
That should not be the standard every single game. And what we did was we shifted the power of infusions a little bit more into the mid-late game. So around level 6 to level 7, they'll still probably be a worthwhile buy. But being able to buy at level 2 is very, very risky now. In addition to the fact that now infusions, since the defensive stats scale up, they're a little bit more risky in the first place because you won't be as tanky as you were before.
Right. So still good for their money, but more proportional to the level and not quite so overbalanced for early game. Is that what I'm hearing?
Correct. So at level 1, they're technically still a worthwhile 505. Like they're worth about 500 gold. At level 1. But since they kind of dissipate after a while, I'm not really sure that's the thing you want to be buying at level 1.
Yes, that's awesome. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to some heroes. Let's talk heroes a bit. Looks like blue team just took Goldmine with POA dropping that Arden wall just for defense, and God's Eye getting a little bit too deep, and he explodes from Excelsior and 8-0. And it looks like Adagio is also going to drop. And Tinker, the only one with his life left, going to fall back. A little risky throwing down those cauldrons while he's the last man standing, but well within range of his turret, so safety is maintained. Let's talk a little bit about heroes. Catherine has some changes coming in this patch. Merciless Pursuit, the cooldown is down from 13 at all levels to 12 seconds if you overdrive it.
So it's 13, 13, 13, 13, 12.
Yeah, 13, 13, 13, 13, 12.
Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, hooray! You get a second back for cooldown if you overdrive it, and the stun duration has been changed from 0.75 up to 1.75 to 0.8, so a little stronger early on, but down to 1.4 at its max level. So what were the thinkings behind it?
So the thing about Merciless Pursuit, it was a little bit too reliable for how useful it was.
Yeah.
You were able to basically guarantee an engage when you were playing Catherine, especially with the Blast Tremor already being so powerful, like 3.5 second science at level 12, it is very, very game changing. Yeah. And adding a stun that is extremely reliable and something that you basically have at all times is a little bit much. So we decided to tune down the stun a little bit and make Catherine have to choose her targets a little more tactically. Yep.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you are just now joining us, this is TwitchCon Day 2. I am Captain Nito, joined here with George Zikant. We are broadcasting live from this amazing event. We have broadcasters and streamers from all over the world that play Vainglory here with us today. We're talking through 1.9. We're doing reveals. It's epic. You are looking right now at a match being played with some of our favorite streamers here at TwitchCon. And you see right in the heart of it, God's Eye playing the new Petal seasonal skin, Pumpkin Spice Petal, which will be released for a limited time inside. Oh my goodness! It is on. Jetpack's gonna go down. He's got to run. Oh, that Ringo. And Celeste follow through. God's Eye has nothing, and he's gonna drop. Tinker Kim coming in to reinforce. Way too late. Caught out of position. That's the end of Tinker. Ace Team Blue. Sorry about that. Let me get back to what I was saying. You are watching. Also, if you notice Celeste, there is a new Baywitch Celeste skin here for Halloween. That we're seeing here for the first time. She's got a kick-ass broom. She's dropping cauldrons that explode into crazy potion stuff on people's faces. She's got new crazy witchcraft sigils on the ground. It's awesome. And this is Evil Finn. This is Haney. She's also in 1.9 as Rona.
Finn.
Oh yeah.
Yes, as Finn.
Funny story. I met the voice of Rona yesterday. She came to the booth. It was amazing.
That's awesome.
It was like it all came together. It all came together.
I really kind of wish I would have been there. That's way too much Rona in one spot.
That was like so much Rona. It was OP, guys.
That's really cool. That's really, really awesome. So you're hanging out here today. What's your plan? What do you have on your plate?
There's so much going on. It's an amazing TwitchCon. I'm so happy we have all of our streamers and influencers, almost all of them, here helping out at the booth. So you should totally come out and hang out if you can. We also have a lot of streams in addition to this. We'll be on twitch.tv/XSplit doing a match on their stage. We'll be on Twitch's main channel at 4 p.m. today.
So XSplit, 1 p.m.
1 p.m. XSplit.
Twitch, 4 p.m.
4 p.m.
Be there.
Yes.
Correct. So there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's going to be crazy, and I know that there's going to be a bunch of really cool players that are going to be, and streamers that are going to be there. Hafu is going to be showing up. Call the Meek is going to be showing up. Fuji, Legacy Reborn, Shinkaigen, Mabish, a bunch of people are going to be there.
Yeah.
It's going to be a massive party of like all your favorite faces in one spot. Join in at 1 p.m. for the XSplit, and then again here at 4 p.m. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Oh, also Platypus showed up to the booth today. That was fun. It was a surprise. Like, hey, that was awesome. Yeah. There's a lot of people showing up, so it's really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh! Oh, Tinker with that reinforced, but once again, Tinker going in way too far and punished for it.
Oh,
God's Eye has nowhere to go. Oh, he tried. So close. So close.
It was a good try.
It was a very good try.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of your hair.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
All right, what were we talking about?
She had to get out of all of my hair. My luxurious locks. All right, so wait. I don't
We
even
got
remember
giant
what we're talking
minions.
about. Giant minions. Blue team. Raffle stomping. 15-13 here. 15 minutes into the match. Kraken is on the map, and blue team with a handy lead. 5K on top of the orange team.
All right, I think we were talking about Catherine.
We were talking about Catherine. Back to Catherine. Okay, so that was Merciless Pursuit. Let's talk a little bit about Stormguard banner. Stormguard banner, the damage has been increased from 35 to 83 from what it was before, with 23% crystal power. It has been increased to 35 to 90 with 50%. Okay, are our voices too loud?
We're too loud. Let's calm down a little.
Okay, I'm gonna turn my voice down a little bit. Hey, can you guys hear me if I talk at this level? Say something in chat if this is still able to be heard. And if not, then I'll start shouting again. Okay, so Catherine, big crystal ratio increase on her Stormguard. Yep. Let's talk a little bit about why.
All right, so Stormguard crystal ratio
goes
up
from 23% to 50%.
Yep.
That's huge. It's a huge
It's
jump.
pretty big. It's pretty big. Her base values are a little bit higher now. They don't scale like by 2 per level, which was really odd.
Yeah.
Like 2 damage per level. Yay! Now it scales like 10 per level and ends at 90. So it used to be 35 to 83. Now it's 35 to 90, and it scales a little bit more linearly.
Okay.
In addition to that, the overdrive.
The overdrive.
Oh,
Oh my God. Yes. Please say the overdrive.
So when you overdrive Stormguard, all damage that you reflect is increased by 25%. So imagine like eating a Celeste Solar Storm to the face and watching Celeste die to it.
And it's perfect because it's exactly what you want from an overdrive. You want an overdrive to make your hero do more awesome crap, and that's exactly what it does. Catherine will take a jewel ult to the face, and everyone but Catherine on the enemy team will die. It's epic. Gives you a great excuse. Oh my God. Yeah, he got exploded.
Just a little bit.
He got exploded.
Just a little bit.
Still a little bit. So that's awesome. Catherine is looking like she's going to be a lot of fun to play. Next on the list. Okay, let's talk about Ringo.
All right, so Ringo was having a little bit of a sad time in 1.8.
Yes,
he was still played a little bit in high level play, but it was rough.
Yes.
It
and
was
for
rough.
those that don't remember, Ringo's Thrilling Silver had been dropped. What was it dropped to?
It was 7 seconds in 1.7, dropped down to 4 to 6 seconds in 1.8.
Yeah.
And now, we decided he was having a rough time, so what we decided to do was we bumped up all the durations at all levels are now 6 again.
Yeah.
Not quite 7, but
Not quite 7.
The attack speed increase has been increased at every single level.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so it gives you exactly what you would hope for. It gives you, when you're strong, it gives your strength a really big high. But when you're weak and you're going to be low, it gives the enemies the opportunity to counter engage.
Right.
So it's 6 seconds at all ranks, but now the attack speed boost is up from 55 to 86% to 55 up to 100% attack speed boost if you overdrive his Thrilling Silver. That's crazy. That's epic.
It's pretty good.
I think it's going to be really good for him. Glaze. He's also got some changes here. So first, Twisted Stroke. the energy cost, which was 50 to 82, is now 35 to 59. What was the thinking behind it?
So the energy cost was still a little bit steep, especially since it wasn't actually granting you that much power early game.
Yeah.
So we decided to tune that down a little bit, but however, to compensate for that, we did make Blood Song a little bit weaker because it was a little bit powerful for not having to build any crystal or weapon damage.
So yeah, and just for those that are curious, the Blood Song now, the base damage for Blood Song on Flame has been dropped from 25 to 475 at its 3 ranks to 150 to 300 at its 3 ranks.
Right.
The damage from the stacks are unchanged, so if you get 20 stacks of Blood Song, it's the exact same as it was before. But the base damage crystal ratio on Blood Song is up quite a bit, from 30% to 110%.
Yeah, 8% increase.
That is a massive increase for crystal glaives. The few that are out there.
Right, like the 5 of them.
Right, all 5 of them. There's like 5 people in chat who are like, hooray! Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. So Rona. Rona sees some changes in the patches. What were your feelings about Rona prior to the suggested changes?
Alright, so Rona in 1.8 was kind of really good at melting your face if she ever got remotely close to you.
Yes.
And she, especially in early game, she was always close to you.
Yes.
So she just melted your face all over the place.
All the time.
So now we slightly tuned down the power of her foe splitter, her second ability. So now the weapon ratio on both her first and second hit on her foe splitter is 70% down from 100%. So a little bit weaker, still pretty powerful, honestly. Especially with the increased attack speed, with the increased rage generation, she is still quite a force to be reckoned with. However, she will not burst you quite as quickly, but she'll still probably take you down in a one-on-one fight.
Yeah.
Similar to that vein, her crystal ratio has dropped down from 150 to 120 on the second hit of Foe Splitter. So, not too huge of a change.
Yeah, but I think that's really important because again, like, Rona was always meant to be like the barbarian in the middle of it, like with a lot of sustained damage in the fray.
Right.
It wasn't, oh my goodness, more people, hello! Hello!
How is it going?
Say hi!
Hello!
Yes! This is Wolf Hands, everybody! I don't think you can see your face.
Yeah,
now you
okay,
can see, now you can see, now you can see. Yeah, Wolf Hands, back up in it. Tell people hello. What do you think of 1.9?
1.9 is absolutely amazing. I just want to say those skins if you haven't talked about them.
Oh, we have.
Oh, you have?
But no, you can always say more because I agree with you.
More, yeah.
You can always say more.
I love the pumpkin spice pedal.
Yeah.
I did a post on Twitter and for the pumpkin spicy details.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, in that blog post, it doesn't say anything about pumpkin spice pedal, but everyone will know about it.
Yes.
As of right now.
Yeah, I'm really, really excited for this skin. It's going to be like a day one purchase. Now, this is not to say there are not amazing skins also coming.
Yes.
There's 2 other skins that are included. Again, our heroes team and our skins team, we're working overtime to bring you guys the real hotness. There's so many good things coming in 1.9. We're going to talk about the other 2 skins in a moment. But the seasonal ones are absolutely amazing. You guys are going to get them because they're a limited time only. Make sure that you grab them while they're hot. You will not be able to buy them after they are pulled from the marketplace.
That's accurate.
That's awesome.
That's
Well,
amazing.
man, fist bumps, bro.
Thank you guys.
Swing back through.
Yes,
Always swing back through.
All right.
Awesome. I don't even remember. We were talking about Rona.
We already finished Rona.
Okay.
She was strong.
Yeah, so
Not basically
making
it.
her more sustained damage instead of burst damage, and I think that really fits the signature of the hero anyway. So all changes sound good. Taka. So here's a very polarizing, very passionate hero. Everybody both loves Taka and sometimes does not love Taka. So we know that the eye of the community is very frequently on Taka, and Taka is in our gun sights as well. We're constantly watching Taka to make sure, oh my goodness, Blue that had the brief rally and had taken Kraken, they are now being pushed back, leaving Orange to return back and end up rallying against Kraken on their own unopposed. That sucks, but good on Blue for getting a little bit of damage in there. This is actually a very close game. It's 21-24. It's really, really close.
23 minutes and 40 seconds in.
Yeah.
Not a very common game length time.
No, not common at all. Are they actually going to get the Kraken down before it destroys it?
They got this.
They got this.
They got regeneration. Already it is, however.
Yeah, they got this one. Okay, so let's jump on Taka.
Yep.
I know everybody's eager. Everybody wants to know what's going to happen with Taka. You and I have had lots of conversations about Taka.
Yeah.
We all have. We've all talked about Taka quite a bit. Okay, so what are we doing for 1.9 with Taka?
All right, so Taka. These are some pretty major changes. So his house. Oh, wait, I want to watch this.
Okay.
He's
It's
going
gonna be
in.
epic. I know everybody's on pins and needles like, tell us about the Taka, but Arden with the backdoor POA. Red team trying to rally. Up
Oh,
the
the
stun.
stun.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. Oh, and with a final punch, he falls.
I had such high hopes right there.
Yeah, I actually had a lot of hope for him. I'm sorry, Arden. It was well done, though. Well played.
All right. Anyway, Taka, his house Kamuha perk no longer grants lifesteal on Mortal Strike.
Yes. Now, what were your feelings about that? Because when we were talking about it, when we had the live design conversation, you're really passionate about it, and I like what you were saying. So share again, like, what were you thinking about his perk specifically?
I felt like Taka's perk was fairly overloaded. Like,
Yeah.
it had cooldown acceleration,
Cooldown acceleration.
movement speed,
Movement speed.
lifesteal.
Lifesteal.
That's a lot of things.
A lot of the things.
I could literally make a hero with those 3 things and be done.
Yes. Yes.
So, a little bit powerful.
Yeah.
However, to compensate for that, his Kaku now heals him for a base amount every single second during his invincibility,
Yeah.
on top of having crystal ratio. So every
So
single rank.
basically his overdrive perk from before has now been extended to all ranks of Kaku.
Right?
Is that right?
Right, correct.
Yeah.
And this actually does buff Crystal Taka a little bit because
Yes.
if you build Crystal, your heal's gonna be even better than it was before.
Yep.
And it's actually pretty significant. 25%, especially if you have a lot of Crystal, is healing per second.
Yeah.
So it's actually pretty big.
Yeah. That is actually quite extravagant.
Oh wait, fights are happening.
Oh.
Fireballs are being
boom.
thrown.
Oh
Jetpack
my
is
goodness.
running into gauntlets.
Jetpack
Dead.
is gonna fall to Excelsior. What's that? Up. Wait.
Up.
No, he lasted
Dead.
longer than I thought it would. Well played. Well played.
All right. In any case, so Taka, he's got that. Also,
Yeah, he's got that.
He can no longer teleport home while invisible.
Okay.
Guys, that was just, I mean,
Yeah, that was no bueno. No one loved that, and I think even the Taka players would agree. That was
I'm
probably.
sure they loved it.
Yeah.
But I don't really think it was the most fair thing.
No, it's
ever,
definitely not the most fair. Not
All
the most
right.
fair.
On top of that, his ultimate, X-Retsu, key stacks granted down from 3 at all ranks to 1, 2, and 3. So
Right.
if you overdrive, or if you get the max rank in it,
Yep.
you'll still get 3 stacks, but at lower ranks, 1 and 2, still helps a little bit, still gets your House Kamuha perk up and rolling, but not quite as quickly as before.
And that is game, actually.
Yeah.
Blue team, congratulations. They pulled it out. Actually, to be honest, midway through the game, I thought that was going to be red team's victory. So I'm super impressed. Well played, both teams. That was
Right.
really, really good.
It was incredibly close. That was
Yeah,
a big
it was really
intense
close.
game.
Very close.
While we were just talking about like everything else, right?
I know, we're just talking about all the other things.
Good times, good times.
That's awesome. So, so do we want to pause on this? Do we want to keep going?
We're
Or are we
gonna start another game. I think we're getting some new players in here. We got, look, I see Iraqi Zoro.
Iraqi Zoro joining
Big
in.
Dog. So,
Oh, man.
Some really, really talented players in this BB build.
Yeah.
Should be good. Should
Oh,
be
it's
good.
on like Voltron. It's about to be on up in here.
All right,
It's
we
gonna be
start
cool.
us off, whatever. So,
I know some people are very curious about guilds and teams. Do we want to wait or do we want to talk
let's
about that now?
actually let's talk about good teams a little bit.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay. Tell exceptions to wait a little bit because we want to show off these guild teams.
Yeah,
And we're yelling again.
I know. I can't help it. I feel like no one can hear me.
There's so much hype.
There's so much hype. I'm
All
really
right.
excited.
All right.
I'm excitable.
All right.
It kind of happens.
This. Tell me about this screen. What are we
Okay.
seeing here?
So this is something I am very excited to announce. Coming in 1.9, both guilds and teams appear in Vainglory just in time for Season 1, for the autumn season of Vainglory. So, guilds. Guilds are a large group of players that you get to play with that are essentially kind of like a giant army of friends that are playing together socially. A lot of the rewards and the fun of guilds is just hanging out and playing. That's the I want to just go online, kind of fart around, hang out with friends, and be rewarded for doing so. Teams are the heart and the soul of the competitive scene in Vainglory.
Yes.
Guilds will be large. The number of players in a guild right now is between 20 to 50, depending on the level of your guild. But your teams are much more intimate. This is your squad. These are your bros. These are the people that you are going to high five, jump in, and go to war with. Teams are going to be limited to 6 players. And we'll talk about a little bit more how they're going to fit into the season in a second. Let's talk a little bit first about guilds. In 1.10, you will see even more things coming about guilds that I cannot tell you about, but I'm so excited to reveal.
Yes.
But Playoff Beard will absolutely cane me and never let me get on stream again if I say it now. So I can't tell you. But get it kick-started by creating your guilds and coming together in 1.9 because it's going to be amazing. First and foremost, your guild has a level, and your goal as a group is to try to drive that guild level up as high as you possibly can. Now, we call the guild's level Fame, and Fame is gained simply by you guys playing together and playing together frequently. So you can see in that screen, in our example there, we have a couple of invites that Zakent has. This in this example is Super Good Guild. Their tag is SGG. We'll talk about tags in a second. You can put in guild mottos, and you can notice here that their level starts at level 1. And the more guild players play together, the more that level increases. Your goal, again, is to get that level as high as possible because rewards and a bunch of other things I can't talk about are gated by that. Also, your guild expands in its size as you rank it up. And a level 1 guild is limited to 20 members, but at each level thereafter, your roster expands by 5 until a maximum of 50. And that's going to be essential because all you guys need to get together to be able to grind out that guild XP and increase that fame as high as you possibly can. We'll be talking about more why in a little bit, but we're so excited about this, so you guys are going to have a lot of fun with it. You'll also notice here on our member screen of the guild that there are 2 members of this guild, Wilmer and Playoff Beard. Every person in a guild has their own guild ranking. And the captain is the person that kicks off and founds the guild, and initiates are new members to the guild. The reason that you'll care in 1.9 about your ranking is every ranking provides a different amount of guild XP when they complete a game playing with their guild friends. Initiates, you guys are new to the party, and unfortunately, until you guys become members, you're not going to be able to contribute much.
One day.
Every game an initiate plays contributes only 10 guild XP, but a member supplies 75 guild XP every match they play with their guild members. A veteran, which are people that have been in the guild for quite a while, contribute 100 guild XP, 10 times that of an initiate, and the captain gets 125 for every game that they play. Again, drive that level up as fast as you can. It's going to be epic. There's so much more to say about guilds. I could talk about guild tags in a second, but I'll wait for a moment and talk a little bit about teams. So let's talk a little bit about how teams work. Teams in Vainglory are the competitive heart and spirit of this. This is where you're going to find your 5 closest mates, and you guys are going to go to war in season 1, the autumn season of Vainglory. This is the team page for a team. A team will have a captain much like a guild, but will be limited to having 5 additional members to that captain. Only the captain can invite other members in a team. Every team starts season 1 at Ask Again Later Bronze. You can see it here right on the side of the screen. Doesn't matter if you are Iraqi Zoro or if you are Captain Nito. No matter your skill tier, you are starting at Ask Again Later Bronze. Your goal is to try to drive that ranking, that skill tier for your team up as high as you possibly can before the end of the season. Because at the end of the season, that skill tier for your team is saved forever and iconicized in your trophy case. Not to mention, and this is big, for any of the teams that can break through into our upper echelon of skill tiers. Obviously, we here at Super Evil and all of the other external pro season tournaments are going to be watching them very, very closely, and will be recruiting the best and brightest to play in the qualifying matches for both the VIPL, for the VGL, and any of the other tournaments that choose to be involved. So it is a big deal. Now is your chance to show that you can prove how good you and your friends are. Now, if you're curious how the skill tier works, you will not be matched against Ask Again Later Bronze players.
That'd be a rough time.
It would be kind of rough for them, and it would be just a cakewalk for any of our upper echelon players. That would not be fun for anybody. You will still be matched based off of the skill tiers of the players that contribute to the team, but the skill tier of your team will rise by your wins and losses at a much more accelerated pace, because it will be gaining its elo deltas based off of its own ranking and your opponents. So it will rise faster if you are better. We have a surprise. So I'm going to stop talking about teams for a second because there's a surprise.
I feel like I should be worried.
I always throw my arms up when there's a surprise. Hey, how's it on Hammers? How you doing? Welcome. Welcome.
The question is, should I be scared?
Say howdy.
I should be scared.
Everybody come on in.
Should be scared. Everybody should be scared.
He says we should be scared.
I'm already terrified of most things in life, so this is like my normal working day.
Oh, good. No
He's
shot.
always scared.
Yeah, I'm always terrified.
Always gonna be shot.
That's his secret.
That's my secret. That's how I stay young. But say hi to everybody at home. Everyone, we are joined with a bunch of guest people. Introduce yourselves one by one. Go around the not the room, but at least
HHQ, founder of Halcyon Hammers.
Founder of Halcyon Hammers.
What up, Vainglorians? Guys, it's
Awesome.
T-Kun.
Yep.
Hello, I'm Billy the Kid.
Billy the Kid.
And
Slogan 909.
Logan 909. Halcyon Hammers all up in it. Guys, what are you guys going to be doing here today? What can we look forward to?
You guys have done so much creating this amazing game that brings us all together, and created the opportunity for us to now be our own business and our own right as the Halcyon Hammers. So we wanted to give you a thank you present.
Oh my God, Playoff Beard's not here. I'm going to take it for him.
No, please
This
open
is
it.
freaking epic. People, they just handed me this box.
Sneak this in past security.
Holy cow. Okay, I'm going to do an unboxing on camera. All you guys, I haven't seen this either. I don't even know what it is. This is from the Halcyon Hammers. I'm going to take it. Playoffs, suck it. You're at home. This is mine now.
not being
Whatever's in
here.
here. Hopefully not a bomb. Oh my God. It's a legit, holy crap, it's heavy.
Wow.
I could kill someone with this.
Unsheath it.
It is a
Alright,
hammer.
unsheath it. It's all
How
you.
do I even unsheath this?
M48
pull the front, I think.
Pull from the front? Okay. Oh my God.
Wow.
Right there on the side.
Nice.
Got the
Holy
big
crap. This is an actual legit warhammer. Like, you guys can't feel this, but this thing is sharp.
Don't poke yourself with it.
Don't
Like,
let security. Don't drop it. Just don't let
I
security.
know,
see it.
like, I could get arrested. We
should probably
this
put it
thing
away.
is amazing. I kind of want to take it home and then do
Chainsaw
something
would
with
love
it.
it.
Give it a chainsaw.
Actually, yeah, we're gonna have to give this a
paperweight
chainsaw.
on your desk.
Holy crap, this is amazing, guys. Thank you so much.
That is awesome.
This
Thank
is
you,
awesome.
guys.
Halcyon
Thank you, guys.
Hammers with a legit hammer. Everybody, give them hype in the chat. This is so exciting. Thank you guys for bringing this by. Ha ha, playoff. Ha.
That's what you get for not being here. Playoff
That's what you
here.
get. Giving it up.
All right, thank you guys.
This is really awesome.
All right, and now speaking of teams, Halcyon Hammers team,
Halcyon
Guild.
Hammers team, exactly. They're going to be representing inside of teams.
They
It's going to
will.
be great. I'm
They
just going
will.
to hold this for a little while,
feel like
just
you
so
really
everybody can
shouldn't.
admire this thing.
If like security walks by,
Oh,
we're in trouble.
actually, you're probably right. I'm going to put this away. See, you're going to keep me out of jail, George.
That's what I do.
Yeah, that's
actually part of my job description.
Yeah, keep Captain Nino out of jail. All right, so back on teams. So yes, the skill tier of your team will climb as if your team's elo delta was matched against the players that you played. So if you are Vainglorious, you will be matched with other Vainglorious players when you play as a team. But your team's skill tier will rise with an elo delta based off of as if its current skill tier of your team, ask again later, bronze, had been matched and won against a Vainglorious team.
So
Meaning
you'll
it'll
basically
skyrocket.
rail?
It's gonna go up like a firework. You're gonna be able to watch this thing climb. You're gonna be high-fiving your friends. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great. And then it's eventually gonna kind of level off once it starts approaching your actual skill tier. And past that, you guys gotta put in the work. You gotta actually be skilled enough to get it to climb higher and get the best trophy case you can and get recognized for your skillful deeds. That's gonna be teams. There's even more to announce about teams in 1.10, which I cannot tell you now without Playoff Beard using the hammer against
There
me.
are a lot of things.
There's a lot of things coming up. But for now, if you're curious, for people that are asking inside of the chat, you can both be in a team and be in a guild. And actually, we encourage you to do both.
Yep.
Guilds can have teams inside of them. And if you play matches as a team and everyone in your team is also in your guild, you will not only change your team skill tier after that match, you will also both be gaining guild XP rewards for your guild and pushing that level up.
Right.
So have at it. It's going to be amazing, and I can't even wait to tell you guys what's coming in 1.10 with it. It's going to be epic.
Keep waiting.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I can't say. So that's guilds and teams 1.9, guys. It's gonna be great. Have a lot of fun with it.
Yep.
Does that cover everything? I think that's pretty much
Let's
everything.
get things kicked off. Start the game. All right. So pretty epic.
Yeah, that's a big one.
A lot of stuff coming in 1.9.
That's a big one.
Tons of balance changes. A ton more Android support. Guilds and teams.
Guilds and
seasonal
teams.
skins.
Seasonal
Seasonal
skins.
map.
Yep.
A new
Seasonal
hero.
map.
Holy
A new
cow.
hero. Finn is freaking epic. It is off the chain. 1.9 is going to be absolutely epic. You guys, yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, so we're about to start another match. We're going to watch some players play. And we want to go back and actually talk about even more that we're throwing in, because you know we talked a little bit about the seasonal skins here. We talked about Pumpkin Spice Petal. We showed you guys Baywitch Celeste. Celeste is Bay.
Speaking about Baywitch Celeste.
Yeah.
Get the team name right here.
Wait, where's the team name?
Bay.
Oh, Bay. Yes, and now you guys are seeing for the first time. These are tags. These are team tags. And it looks like this tag has already been taken, so sorry you guys. Bay has already been taken by Team Bay, apparently, which has on it Araki Zoro here at TwitchCon. So yes, if you're curious, I did not mention how tags worked with teams and guilds. I'll let you know now. If you guys play together as a team, you will see a team tag appear in front of your name. If you solo queue, you will not see your guild tags or your team tags. That is only going to appear in front of your name when you in-queue into the game as a party with players either on your team or on your guild. If you are playing with friends, and those friends are both in your team and in your guild, then it will show the tag of your team. So that's going to be amazing. And here we see the team tag that Araki Zoro is playing with called Bay. And the other one does not have a team tag, which is kind of sad, Panda, for them.
All right, we see some fights in the jungle, lots of boxes,
Lots of boxes.
Sky. Speaking of Sky, how do you think her changes are?
I think, oh my goodness, I love Sky's changes. I'm so excited for them, and specifically, like, because I'm a real sucker when it comes to playstyle. I like heroes that have a very unique way of moving and a unique way of contributing their damage. And Sky's was amazing in 1.8. I absolutely loved it in 1.8. But this gives you just more of what you loved in 1.8. It's like 1.8, but then they like rolled it in like milk chocolate and then dunked it with a bunch of like sugar crystals, and now it's like 1.8 with like sugar infused and amazing.
Sky is so fun to play.
She's so fun to play.
She was fun to play before, but she is like...
Yeah, she was great before, but now she's like great, but with melted chocolate and sugar crystals. Like, it's really, really good.
Exactly that.
Let's talk through the Sky changes, because I know that a bunch of people should be thanked, I think, for contributing to the conversations and the kind of changes that went into Sky. Cider, who was the original brainchild behind Sky, as well as Alex, both of those two guys that worked tirelessly in making Sky as amazing as she was. They had a lot of contributions for the kinds of changes to create that milk chocolate dunking that you're going to see for Sky in 1.9. But let's talk through these changes and tell me what you think of them. So, starting from the top, her attack range. Tell me about Sky's attack range.
Alright, so Sky's attack range, it was a little bit short, not too short.
Yeah.
It was 5 before, now it's up to 5.5. Doesn't sound like a huge difference, but when you're playing her, it feels so much better.
It is so different. And 5.5 is key, and I know a lot of players out there really wanted her to have a larger range, but even in our conversations internally, we knew that part of the charm of Sky is her ability to have that kind of close combat ranged feel.
Right.
And too much range actually gave her a lot more power than she deserved, and more importantly, kind of ate into her playstyle. She didn't really kind of feel like Sky as much.
Right.
So while we did try that out, the 5.5 felt just about perfect. You have good counterplay against her. She still has to do a little bit on the invade, which is what her perk is there for. She has to be a little bit aggressive in order to be able to close on people that might have a small distance advantage, but ultimately it still puts her in that really good sweet spot of not feeling like she can't pull it off.
Exactly.
So that's her attack range. Her attack speed also has a change too. What do you think?
Right, so it was bumped a little bit, puts her more in line with the rest of the weapon carries in the game. So if you do choose to go weapon on Sky, she will pretty much hold up her own against like Vox, against like maybe Ringo when she's not using Twirling Silver. If he is using Twirling Silver, you'll probably have a rough time, but Sky's ability to kite around fights it's like not matched by anything.
Yeah, I totally agree. So for those at home, her attack speed in 1.9 has been moved. It's now up from 100 to 117 from levels 1 to 12 to 100 to 136% attack speed from levels 1 to 12. Next, let's talk about her target lock, her perk. It's got a huge change that I feel personally dramatically alters her playstyle. Yes. Tell me about the target lock.
Alright, so target lock, now you get the movement speed on the first hit.
Not the second hit.
The first. And this actually makes her feel incredibly smooth.
Yes.
And on top of that, one of the big things about Weapon Celeste was, Weapon Sky was, well, you hit something and it died.
Yep.
Now you just, well, it's dead.
Yeah, now it's dead.
What
and now you wasted your weapon lock.
Yep. And now you just have no perk, right?
Yeah, and nothing to do.
And that made it a little bit sad. So this makes her much more nimble in fights, makes her much nicer in lane, because you're able to position yourself to get those correct forward barrages much easier.
Yeah, yeah. And I can definitely say that of all the changes, of which there are many in the Sky, this is one of my favorite changes to the hero, because alongside her ability to oh my goodness, it's Fuji!
Whoa! Hello?
Holy crap, it's Fuji! No, say hello to those people. Like, hi. What do you think of Sky? We were just talking about Sky.
She's amazing, and especially more amazing in this upcoming release.
In this release, do you think that she's too amazing?
No, I think she's just amazing.
Okay,
she is sufficiently amazing.
She's sufficiently amazing. That's really, really awesome. Have you ever mained Sky?
Mained?
Yeah. Like, have you ever played her enough to call her your main?
No.
Okay.
Not yet, but potentially soon.
Potentially soon?
Yeah,
You're gonna give it a whirl? See, I like putting you on the spot, asking you all the awkward questions.
Yes.
That's what we're best at. Yeah, it's what we're best at. So you're gonna try her out in 1.9. You're gonna tell us what you think, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's pretty awesome. And you are now, as people at home know, you are affiliated with Gangstars. What are you guys up to these days?
Just trying to like compete and do well in tournaments and help like grow the competitive scene. So,
and it seemes like you guys are the ones to beat. Like, there's so many people gunning for your blood. Like, it's awesome. And that's I mean, it's a high class problem to have.
I guess so.
First world problems.
Also, he represents with the beard that I could not grow. So you guys, Fuji he was at the lair, and he and I got to talking, and I'm so overwhelmingly impressed with his beard. He and Playoff Beard are really, really epic, and I'm nowhere close to it. And he was giving me some pointers on how to do better with the beard.
Grow it out. Yep.
Yeah, just grow it out.
All you have to do is grow it.
Yeah, it was
easy.
really simple.
So easy.
I was like, Fuji, help me out, dog. He was like, just grow it out, bro. Yeah, I'm going to try. So hold me to it, people. Maybe on Twitter you'll see me tweeting Pete pictures as I try to actually grow out a beard, courtesy of Fuji and his tutoring, of which it was barely one sentence long.
Yes.
Which
grow a
worked out
beard.
well.
Done.
Yeah, grow a beard.
That's all.
That is it. Just do it. Yeah, be a man, which is kind of cool. Right now, blue team is raffle stomping. They have a clear advantage in this match. Orange team still rallying. It's really close here, but it looks like God's Eye is going to drop. Iraqi Zoro, though, is going to have to back away. He's probably going to be taking some aggro here for the minion mine, so wisely so, he's going to back off. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so this is great. Are you going to be playing at all today? Is there any time that people can come back and watch you play?
I'll be playing during the 4 o'clock main stage.
4 o'clock main sage. Okay.
4 o'clock twitch.tv/Twitch.
Twitch.tv/Twitch. So do not go to the Vainglory channel. This is going to be on the main Twitch channel. You're going to be able to watch Fuji here play and start wrecking fools, as he always do. Who are you going to play? Are you going to play Sky?
Sure. What champion?
Yeah.
I'm probably playing support today.
Oh, okay. Okay, support.
Believe it or not.
Who on support? Who has your eye?
I mean, Finn is
Good
Yes,
choice.
yeah.
That's the correct answer.
That is the correct answer. You guys are it's gonna be epic. Make sure you come through 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Twitch.tv/Twitch. You're gonna be able to watch Fuji here wrecking face with Finn. See, I'm putting all the pressure on you so that you actually have to do it. You actually have to do it. But I know you can deliver, bro. You can deliver. It's gonna be awesome.
All right.
It's gonna be awesome. Everybody, that was Fuji. Thank you so much for dropping by. 4 p.m. later today. let's get back into this game and our conversations. What were we talking about? I completely forgot.
Sky.
Sky! Oh, the Sky. Let's go back to the Sky changes. Okay.
All right.
We were talking about target lock. Again, one of my favorite changes on her kit. You're not trying to babysit her target lock anymore. You're not trying to think about, did I get that second hit or did I not? You have a very natural and rhythm and cadence. You're just constantly moving. You know when you need to move, when you're gonna move fast. It's so good. And it's a real sweet spot for the Sky players.
That was close.
Oh man, even here on the turret dive. I mean, Beowulf as Finn, super tanky, so not advised usually to turret dive a Finn. So let's talk about forward barrage.
All right.
What happened with forward barrage? It's got some changes.
So we actually tuned down the crystal ratio on this.
Yeah.
Shocking, isn't it?
Shocking. And she actually had a tune down somewhere.
Yes. Oh,
that miss on Beowulf, but pulls back in. Ooh, he's gonna drop
close.
though. So close. It's up to Celeste. She gets the first one. She's gonna run after Follow Celeste. Up. Is she gonna get him?
No, not a chance.
Not a chance. It's Fox.
But wait. The scout trap? Nope.
Nope. I thought maybe the scout trap would do it.
We're done here. We're done
there. We're done there. Okay.
All right.
Forward barrage.
Down from a 240 crystal ratio down to 210. So slight nerf, but there are reasons for this.
Yes.
So the maximum duration. So another nerf. The maximum duration of forward barrage also down from 4 seconds to 2 seconds, or 3 seconds.
Yes.
So when you build a crystal, if you have 100 crystal, you get 3 seconds. If you have no crystal, then it's like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
The cooldown on it has been reduced from 6 seconds LLs to 6 seconds LLs and 5 when overdriven. So also not a huge change, but the big one. The cooldown of forward barrage is reset. Reset when you activate Surrey Strike.
Yes.
And that makes her feel so good.
Holy cow. And if there had to be my second favorite change for Sky in this patch, it is absolutely the cooldown reset on the barrage. So yes, if you are playing Sky, and you might watch Arakizora do it here, it was a Surrey Strike, and then the pull, and barrage is back up. He didn't even need it. He ended up dropping it beforehand. Beowulf trying to run, not gonna be done. And yeah, that was a tower dive successfully, and leaving Celeste to mourn her fallen foes. But yes, so if you use a Surrey Strike with Sky, her barrage immediately comes back down off of cooldown. The Sky invades are real, people. It is amazing.
She's pretty strong. However, she does miss.
She does miss.
She will be dead.
And the barrage is on a lower time and lower crystal ratio. So it's not as epic as it could be, but it looks amazing.
Yes.
It looks so cool.
Also, she is squishy, so she does go in, and she does whiff, and she doesn't have any other disadvantage stats. She goes down very quickly.
Yep, as she should. Too much durability and lethality together makes Tank Koshka, and everybody knows how that's landed.
In addition to that, it no longer does reduce damage to non-heroes, so you're going to be able to wave through decently with it. It's still not fantastic at it, but it does the job.
Yeah, though we knew that her wave clear was a little bit of a struggle bus for a lot of players. So now this is going to help her out quite a bit. Surrey Strike itself has also changed. Let's talk about the changes to Surrey Strike.
Alright, Surrey Strike. The cooldowns have been fairly dramatically reduced. So down from 18 to 8 to 13 to 6.
13 to 6.
And this makes her weapon power feel much more fluid. When you go crystal, it's still like kind of longish. But when you go weapon and you max that Surrey Strike, it feels nice to be able to dash out of fights a little bit more often.
Oh, that pull on Arakizora, but he escaped and back to wave and ended up killing him for it. That was an amazing change-up. God's Eye looks like God's Eye and Trogdor so close. Vox chasing down Trogdor running in! Holy cow! Woo!
And that was thanks to a voxel change.
Yes, that was. Which we're about to talk about in a second. That was epic. That was a sniper kill by Vox. Well played.
In any case, Surrey Strike. You also are no longer animation lock at the end of the ability, which just makes her feel better. Like, it was weird. You're a super mobile mech, and you're like, phew! Let's just chill here for a bit.
Right.
Okay, now let's go.
Yeah, and then that doesn't feel good for anybody.
Yeah. And the missiles no longer leave their target. Instead, they fire from Sky to her target.
Yes.
So you'll drop one on yourself where you dash to, one on your target where they were when you first dashed, and 2 more in between.
Yes.
So if you squint yourself on top of one, all will land on top of a target and they'll explode. But doing that puts yourself in the middle of the enemy team, which is probably not something you want to do.
Not necessarily the place that you want to be.
Yes.
But that's always the dance with Sky, is figuring out that appropriate invasion, that tactical positioning with Sky. Because if treated well, I always call Sky a ranged assassin. She has a lot of the feel of an assassin, and that takedown with Suri Strike is real. But at the end of the day, just like any good assassin, you have to be very, very careful that you don't end up getting blown up. Hey, we have more deaths on screen. Come back around. Right here. Say hello to the entire world.
Say hi.
Hi. And introduce yourself.
I'm old school.
This
is old school. He is awesome.
Old school, and he's awesome. And if people don't know who you are, tell them why they should care about you being old school. You don't know? No, because you're good at
He's awesome. He's great at the game. He's awesome.
Yeah, you're epic at this game. I'm sorry, I just like putting on his spot.
It's what he does.
Yeah.
He's VG Gold.
He's VG Gold.
He's kind of the best.
He's kind of a big deal.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, you could just like, don't you want to swagger? You could show off your skill too. Oh my goodness, he's gonna show it.
He's gonna bust out.
Show it. Oh my
goodness,
goodness, it's awesome. Old school here is amazing at this game.
Yes, he
is.
Really,
really good at this game. And I'm putting him on the spot. I kind of feel a little bit bad because he's such. I mean, he's such a nice guy.
Bad at all.
Okay, that's good. I mean, I kind of felt bad, but not really. But yeah, let's show it.
All right.
This is it right here. VG Gold. Put it right up there so that people can see it.
There you go.
Boom.
VG Gold player right here.
This is old school. This guy is amazing.
And that's why you should care. That's awesome.
Holy cow.
Woo! Right.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Thank you guys so much for swinging by. Yeah, so we were talking about Sky's changes. We were in the midst of discussing Suri Strike and the fact that the missiles end up going between Sky now and her target.
Yes. Also.
Oh, we have more guests.
Oh wait, there's more.
Hey, I'm Brad from Shadow the Vein.
Shadow the Vein? Open the house?
Super awesome.
It's really, really awesome.
Great podcast. Check it out.
Have you played 1.9?
I have. For games, yeah.
That's really cool.
Finn's a lot of fun.
Finn's a lot of fun. Is he your favorite change? What's your favorite thing in the patch so far? I mean, there's a lot to choose from, I know. But what's your favorite thing in the patch so far?
I think the updates to Sky.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We were just talking through those.
She's fun to play and just having more damage and just like she's gonna be a lot better now.
Yeah, and you gotta plug the podcast. Where can people go if they want to listen to all the in-depth breakdowns and the juicy good tidbits about Vainglory? Where do they go?
So you go to shadowthevein.com.
Shadowthevein.com.
Every week.
Every week. This guy is awesome.
Sometimes multiple times a week.
Multiple times. Yep. We're constantly listening to this podcast in the office, so if you want to be like us, go to shadowthevein.com. Check out the podcast. It's awesome.
Yep.
It's really, really cool. Brad, thank you so much for stopping by.
Back,
Yeah, swing back through. Absolutely. All right, we're back to Sky.
Also, the missiles on Suri Strike, the range has been increased a little bit. They were kind of impossible to land.
Yes, they were really, really
now
hard to
they're
land.
totally impossible to land.
Yes, they were completely, really, really impossible to. Oh my goodness, the pull on Araki Zoro.
The stun.
He's taking
He's going
pressure.
in.
He just goes in ham. Nowhere else for him to go. Oh, and the counter pull from Bay. But Bay, Gonzai ends up dropping. Up, and they're gonna run after him. Boom.
They're dying.
And he died.
He's dead.
Yeah. I guess that wasn't a surprise.
I'm losing track of my fingers.
No, it's okay. I get way too excited anyway. Okay, so dropping back in Suri Strike. So the AoE on the missiles has also been increased from 1.7 to 2.2. Why did you increase it? What were you thinking?
As I was saying, they never hit.
They never hit.
They never hit.
They never hit.
Took like a slight step to any direction.
Yep.
And they missed. Now you actually have to play, like, be a little bit quicker on your toes to dodge those.
Yeah. Which is awesome.
Yes.
And it feels so good when you play her. So that's a change from Suri Strike. Let's talk lastly about Death from Above. We have a couple of changes there too. What's happening with Death from Above?
Alright, the way Death from Above worked was level 1, it was a 2-second thing, then 3 seconds, then 4 seconds. And level 1, it basically did nothing.
Yeah.
It's like 200 damage, and it's like for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yay.
Like,
especially when most people just like, walk down a bit. And it still happens. Like even now, we bumped the damage up a little bit, but still, it's still something you can walk out for the most part. Now the upfront burst is a little bit higher.
Yeah, which is awesome. So it gives her just a little bit more of all the good stuff. Now we're going to switch over to Scarf, who has a small change appearing on 1.9.
Yes. Well, actually, he has 2 changes.
2 changes, actually. That's
So,
true. The first?
The first change is burning goo pools now like other burning goo pools on fire.
Oh my god, this fight. Sorry, I got distracted. And that was a melt.
Ouch.
Oh my goodness.
Iraqi Zoro showing what Sky's made of.
Yeah.
Also, Nerf Big Dog just absolutely tearing up on box.
Yeah. Showing people that they need to fear Team Bay.
Alright.
Yeah.
We're going to go over the first Scarf change. The first one, burning goop holes now like other burning goop holes on fire, because that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Like you throw a goop hole and it's like not lit on fire even though there's like fire behind it.
Yep. Which is kind of
right?
cool. Yep, kind of weird.
And let's go over Vox next before we go into the other changes.
Okay, let's talk about Vox then.
Alright, so Vox. Julia's song. His resonance bolts no longer bounce off targets who are reflex blocking.
That is huge.
Yes.
Why is this so big? I mean, I think it's big, but tell us why we should care.
So this will prevent the insta-melt from getting Vox ulted.
Yes.
Because that was absolutely
that was
like,
that was not good.
Up against the late game Vox, you're like, what is a counter play? Well, there is none.
There is none.
You will basically have to never be with your friends.
Yes.
And then that's a counter play.
Yes.
Ooh, resisted.
Resisted, that was awesome.
You can't pull Finn. Come on.
No
nice try.
No one can pull Finn. Finn is unpullable.
That is true. Alright.
Yeah, so that is really, really big. So so that means that late game, it means those clutch crucibles are going to really be playmakers, especially against those late game boxes that have that crystal power.
Yeah, you really want your roamer, even yourself, to like buy crucible.
Yep.
Make sure your team doesn't get you know, just destroyed by standing next to each other.
Yeah, which is really key. Okay, and next, the Wait For It revamp.
Wait For It revamp. This is actually pretty big.
Yes, it is.
So, the cooldown has been increased. Not by much, by 10 seconds across the board. Honestly, not huge, since Vox's cooldowns were fairly short in the first place.
Yeah.
However, the silence has been moved from the second shockwave to the first initial line nuke. And it's down from 1.5 second silence down to a 0.7 second silence.
Which feels so much better.
Yes.
And so much more fair.
The best thing about it is you can combo this with people so much easier. Like,
Yeah.
you're like, okay, I see a Dido chanting all the time, I'm gonna silence them so they can't use their reflex blocks, and a Dido's like, yay!
Yes, which is epic because I love Adagio, and Adagio needs a little bit of help any place he can for his ultimate to land. So that makes him and Vox a perfect synergy now.
Right.
That's really cool.
And on top of that, we boost some of the damage from the second line nuke to the first one. So now, the initial nuke, which you saw in that game, will do a little bit of damage.
Yes.
100, 150, 200 ranks 1, 2, and 3. And a second shockwave still procs resonance, and in addition, it does 200, 300, 400 damage. So the overall damage is the exact same. It's just been moved around a little bit.
Yeah. That's awesome. And lastly, Sonic Zoom.
When you overdrive Sonic Zoom, now your weapon ratio will be increased by 20% on your basic attacks. So it's a nice little nod to Weapon Box.
It's a really big nod to the Weapon Boxes out there, and it makes the Weapon Box even plausibly viable. Oh my God, it's DZ Live. DZ Live on Twitch. Come on in, bro. Say howdy to folks.
Say the things.
Introduce yourself.
Hi guys, how's it going? DZ Live. Val Ferris over here.
Val Ferris. Strutting in the back. Val Ferris.
Oh no, you want the lovin'?
Oh yeah, awkward Val Ferris moment, as you have to have.
Yes.
Well, it's not awkward yet.
Oh my
until I sit
God.
in your lap.
Oh God.
This is happening.
I don't know if this is happening.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, it's like an awkward moment that features me.
Yes.
Which is uncomfortable. So tell them what you guys are going to be doing today.
So later on today, I believe 4:30 or is it 5?
4:30.
4:30?
4:30. If you're a PvE Access member, be online to have a chance to play live on the stream. We're gonna be shoutcasting it.
That's awesome.
It's gonna be a great time.
From this spot.
From this
From
spot.
here.
So go to twitch.tv/vainglory, and you're going to be able to see DZ Live, Val Ferris. They're going to be streaming with PvE members. 1.9 is going to be epic. You know how DZ do. You know how this bro do. Like, it's going to be great. Watch it. It's going to be fun. I'm probably going to be watching it too because they're better at this than I am. A lot better.
All right, so tune in and watch Twitch on the main page.
And Twitch on the main page, 4 p.m. Don't forget. And a half an hour later, you're gonna switch over to twitch.tv/vainglory for these two dudes. It's gonna be awesome. So Val Ferris, DZ Live. Thanks guys for swinging through.
Thanks for coming. See you guys later.
Thank you for the awkward moment.
All right, so 1 p.m. X-Play.
Yes.
4 p.m. Twitch. 4:30 p.m.
Yep.
Right here.
It's
right
like Super
now.
Evil taking
No,
over
not
this.
right now, but later.
We're taking over this.
Yep, that's how it is.
We all up in it.
All right, let's finish off these changes and
Let's
call
finish
it a
up
day.
these changes and call it a day.
Or call it a morning.
Or a morning. Okay, so we had the Sonic Zoom got the 20% weapon ratio for his basic attacks, makes Red Vox viable once again. And then we have a little bit about Celeste that we want to talk about, and Scarf.
So Celeste and Scarf, their wave clear is awesome.
Yes.
And with new turret changes where they have a barrier, they're really awesome.
Yes.
So we decided to tune that down a little bit. So Celestial Genesis will do a little bit less damage to minions, in addition to the minions actually being a little bit more tanky when you capture minion mines. So minions are actually 15% tankier when you capture minion mines, which is awesome for them. They'll survive a little bit longer. In addition to that, Scarf's Scoop Pull now does half the damage to minions on the dot. The initial burst, still pretty high, but the dot damage, much lower.
Yes. Yeah, which is great because that's also going to give, it's not going to allow Scarf to be able to kind of like camp underneath his turret and be able to clear out waves before they even approach it so that nobody would be able to drop the barrier on the turret and be able to do much work. I mean, there's a lot that has been thought through. You guys have done a phenomenal job. Is there more on 1.9 that we should talk about?
I think we're good.
I think we're good. That's everything.
We got Finn, we got skins, we got guilds, we got teams, we got so many things. So guilds,
so many things.
For the more casual, for the more social groups. Teams for those really competitive teams who want to really rank up together and make a mark in being like themselves.
Prove your worth. Get in there.
And that's pretty much. Oh, Android. Let's talk about it a little bit more.
Oh, Android. Yes.
Tuned in late.
For people that tuned in late, so many performance modifications are happening in 1.9. And it's not even just for Android. This is on iOS, it's on Android, it's on all of our platforms. We have dramatically increased the performance. Now, I know we say this every now and again, like we're always like, we've done some more stuff. This one was a big one. Oh, it's Fury. Fury, you gotta come in and be angry for everyone.
What's up, guys? I found you.
Yeah, you did.
How are you?
Hey, awesome. I just got here.
Say hi to the people.
Hi, people.
Yeah,
there you go.
This is Fury.
This is Fury.
This is Fury. We were just about to wrap up the changes on 1.9. You played 1.9, right?
I have played 1.9.
What's your favorite change in 1.9?
My favorite change in 1.9 is that Sky is better because Sky.
So we seem to have reached a consensus here.
Yeah. Everybody loves Sky. This is great.
I
Sky
already
is viable.
love Sky. I played Sky every time that I could, and sometimes I lost.
Yeah.
I hope to lose less.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So Sky back in the meta. I don't even remember what we were saying before. What were we saying?
Guild teams, Android.
Oh yeah. We've also dramatically lowered the system requirements for Android.
Yes.
In so much so that we have actually doubled the reachable devices on Android.
Yes.
The Android audience is about to explode. That means fresh meat for you guys that have already experienced that are going to be playing, but also more friends, more fun, faster, I don't know, queue times. It's just great all the way around. And the game plays so much more buttery smooth. I know a lot of you guys were suffering from the Sky Ultimates before in 1.8. Those things have been smoothed out as well. There have been so many people that have put in so much hard work on 1.9. I rarely say it's our best update ever. I just like thinking we like to up the bar and outdo ourselves.
Every update is our best update ever.
I know, every update is our best one. This one is going to be huge. I really hope you guys love it.
Alright, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
Be sure to tune in at 1 p.m. PDT on twitch.tv/XSplit, 4 p.m. PDT, twitch.tv/Twitch, and back here at 4:30.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys
live and fallow
for the rest of the day.
Yeah, for the rest of the day. It's going to be awesome. Thanks, guys. It was great being able to hang out with you, George.
Most
and be able to take over Playoff Beard's chair. And I got a wicked hammer out of it. So
that's true. You should hide that.
I will.